Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sylvia and I make videos on planning with the occasional review. Today's video is day 10. Day 10 is going to be an update of what I've already done for the day because my sister and mother came early today. So day 10 of 1 month in Mabujo challenge continues, and I've already caught something on my own, and I'm sure you all would have or might catch it. I say might because I'm editing day 9 right now. Currently what's going to be published on today, which is the 10th, I know it's kind of confusing, is day 8. So nobody's seen day 9 except for, I haven't even edited it, so I haven't seen it either. But anyway, I put Sunday up here instead of Monday, and I was going through this and I thought, why is everything off by like a day? What did I do wrong? And I couldn't figure it out for like 3 minutes. And then I realized because the date here was correct and I was like, what am I doing wrong? So I changed them with some washi stickers I have here in the back. And I think that you can get these from Jet Pens. You can also get them from Cute Things from Japan. I'm not sure which one I got them from. They may possibly be Midori brand. I'm not entirely sure because that's all I have. I don't have the packaging anymore. And I haven't used them, I don't know. So they're beautiful and they worked out well. Like I mentioned, they are washi stickers, and I just use my Friction pen, my Friction Biz 2, and it wrote on there just fine with no, smearing or anything. So you don't need like a Sharpie or anything to write on this. And then as I sat down to film this, I was trying to take off like a piece of washi that was on my mat here, and I just chipped the crap out of my nail. So I'm sorry you have to look at that, but it is what it is. Also, yesterday, you will see here that our girls and boys won their basketball games. Woohoo! So the first round of state were winners, and a town full of losers. Just kidding. Anyway, we're winners, and they'll see me, a winner. Anyway, we have to travel after this game, and last night it was getting a little close for the boys, and I was getting very upset because it didn't need to be that close. And I did something where I was like, oh, come on, and I threw my hands, and I just you see how your wrist kind of just snaps. So I have my wrap back on because I heard it really bad. It just, when it feels slightly numb at the same time after the pain, I was like, oh my gosh, what have you done? So I think tomorrow I'm going to do a preemptive strike and make sure to put my wrap on before, in case I, start flailing around like a crazy person that can't control themselves, because I am just screaming at people who can't hear me. Anyway, yeah, so that happened. It's feeling better. But oh my gosh, I felt really stupid and just mad at myself. I know better than this. Yesterday, let's go back to yesterday. I was talking about, let's go back to this day. I was talking about possibly wanting to do a spread that's collaged for vocab. I wanted to do a whole spread, which is 2 pages. And I thought about that. So for this video that I'm going to edit today, it's an unboxing of your creative studio, and I used all of the stuff that was in that subscription box in order to collage. And look how lovely it turned out if you haven't watched that video. If you did, then you already knew. So on the left side, I put words to use more in my writing, and then on the right side, it's words that I've never used in my writing, and I've never, I've said, oh, I must have been in a drunken stupor when I bought that or when I did that, in casual conversations, just joking, because it's just one of those sayings or phrases that I grew up hearing. I don't know if you did. This word, hirsute, I've never heard of that before, and it literally sounds like hair suit, which means hairy. And then this is pronounced mean. I've never heard or spelt that word in my life before, and I thought, where have you been? Maybe I just missed them. I don't know. And then this is pronounced wet. And I was like, I've never used that in my writing either. So, I don't know. It brought me back to high school. In high school, and in all, school in general, we used to have vocabulary words every week. But I do remember that in high school, it was more about the vocabulary that we were going to be reading that week in the literature that we were going to be reading. Just, very old world words that people don't use anymore, and so we needed to know what they were. So that's what this sort of reminded me of, and I loved lit class. And so of course I was just like at home with this, and I loved it because this is a spread that I will turn back to because it looks really nice and clean. And I played with the fact of double spacing over here and then not spacing at all over here, and I think they both look just fine. And of course I've used refute, but I've never used it in my writing before. And then I put wince here just because I thought that was a really nice word that I should be using in my writing that I never say wince. So there you go. Sometimes you need to be reminded that those words exist. So that was really fun. I was able to fix this easy breezy lemon squeezy, which I was grateful for. I did throw down a little bit of washi tape, but after doing this and seeing how lovely it looked in vintage, this is a really nice style that I like. This kind of seemed, it seemed kind of sad. I don't know. And then also I started to write more notes in here because some of these things like leftovers for dinner, I had like a little task dot here, bullet rather, and I was like, no, that's not something you need to mark off. It's more of a note to remind myself, don't make anything, you have plenty of leftovers. We had pizza and hot wings for the game yesterday, and there was enough left over that we could eat it for dinner, and I loved it because my hand being ridiculous, I didn't want to move around more than I had to. So there's that. I had a couple of other notes in here, like ask about making cookies for tomorrow. So tomorrow we have the second round of the state tourney games, and I thought, well, maybe I should make cookies, but my sister brought really great yummy fruit, and so I thought, well, if she doesn't bring the same thing or she wants to bring some other kind of different dessert, maybe I shouldn't make cookies. So that's why it's like a note to me, and I can't really check it off. It's just something that I need to do. What do you guys do for that? Do you just make, I guess I could make a sticky note, because I've been better about looking at the day before to make sure that things, you know, because I'm leaving these open tasks because I have already talked about how I'm not going to rewrite them on the next day. But this looks like, because this day is so full, if you remember, I had mentioned, I think in this video, that I wrote both of the dates at the same time because I knew I had a lot of stuff I needed to write here, and I kind of didn't want to like migrate everything. I was like, I'm just going to write 2 dates and put them where they go, and that worked out for me. It's not always a thing I do, but you know, this time around I felt like it was something that worked out. I'm going to be on the next page, so I'm hoping that I'm going to look at this stuff before setting up and I will see these notes. Otherwise, I don't know. I guess I could have put them on a sticky note and then put the sticky note here, and then I would have known to set that up. We'll see which one works. We'll see which one fails. Well, if this one fails, rather. And then this was so funny. Since I was doing vocabulary, ow, hand, don't do that. What am I doing? I was doing vocabulary. I was watching something. It might have been I finished Pretty Little Liars finally here. So good. Anyway, I was watching something, and I was thinking about, somebody mentioned this word, and I just started laughing and thinking about this guy named Bobby in college. I had 2 classes with him because he was also an English major the first year, and then maybe one the next year. Anyway, the point is, in every class, his favorite word was epitome. It's the epitome. It's the epitome. It's the epitome. And it was just like, every time he opened his mouth, or anybody, like the professor called on him, I knew that he was going to say, it's really the epitome. Anywhere in his paragraph, in his sentence, it was hilarious. I do remember one time we had to do like a little critique. I don't think it was in a regular English class. It might have been like in short stories or something. He literally wrote out epitome, and I thought that was the most hilarious thing ever. So I put the definition and everything here, and then wrote Bobby because I thought it was so funny. Anyway. And I think that that's everything. Now you're all caught up, and I'm caught up, and this is awesome. So yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about keeping words? I love words, y'all. If I can write them out and have them look really pretty and fun in a spread like this, I almost don't want to do anything more than this with my dailies, even though there's not a lot of effort with this, just because these are not things I refer to most of the time. I really don't. If I'm using the monthly spread correctly, I have some kind of line almost every day, and I forgot to write one for this, and I will write one for today, not only as a place to schedule things, but also as like a memory index of how my month looked. So I don't know that I need to refer to the dailies, so I don't know that I need to make them pretty, other than it's kind of fun to do. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I did add in that kids have spring break from here to here. I have to take my mother to a doctor's appointment, and because I couldn't fit it on the line because my nieces and nephews have an orthodontist appointment on the same day, I wrote it over here as errands, and I put a K with an underline, and I put a little asterisk so I remember, hey, this is important. Don't just think it's another task. You gotta take your mother to and I put toe doctor, because that's what she told me. I was like, I gotta go to the toe doctor. I was like, I thought that was funny, so I wrote it down. But it's all working pretty well. I'm excited about that. And we'll see if, I change up my dailies for this next page, which is tomorrow. I'm gonna sleep on it. I still have some space down here for today before I go to sleep, and think about whether I'm gonna do this. This might be tomorrow's video. I don't know. I was already doing my closing credits. I just wanted to say a really big thank you and shout out to Burgess Taylor. I love her. I hope you're following her. I'm gonna try to remember to link her channel down below, because I already pre-put the description in a place where I could just copy and paste, but I want to make sure to link her because she was so lovely and mentioned me in one of her videos, and I didn't know, no one told me she mentioned. I was just catching up on videos, and I thought that was so sweet, and I didn't comment because I re-hurt my hand, so I can't, this position, I can't even open my thumb. I'm not wrapping in between because it hurts to have it open. But I can't have this position to hold my phone, so I was watching YouTube on my TV, and of course you can't comment on that, but I should have made him note. I'm definitely going to go now and comment even on my computer, because I can do that, because it was so sweet of her. She mentions this challenge, and she's starting to follow along and do her own on her channel, so don't forget to check her out. I really appreciate that. Okay, so don't forget to comment and subscribe. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.